Nah, bro, no intro, just straight gas here. That's it. I think we're kicked off now, yeah?
Yeah, let's get it. We live.
Let's get it. So let's talk
Yeah,
some
it's just
let's
live.
talk some fucking locks here then. So we
Yep.
got we got tomorrow. Last weekend, I had crazy ass feeling there's gonna be a grip of fucking upsets. I just happened to pick the wrong upsets. I thought Browns are gonna show out at home. Bums.
Bombs.
Well, you called that
Swear.
Packers game though. You started nice.
Yeah, Packers, Jets, because Kirko Chains, dude's trash. Seriously. Dude gets rattled. It's just like when they have any pressure, I swear, bro, whenever there's any pressure on Kirk Cousins, dude just freezes, gets clapped in the pocket. And Jets aren't
He's
even
in a
that nice,
scenario where
but
he's not happy, bro. He's not that he sucks. He's just in a scenario where he's just not happy. He could be good somewhere else. He'll be better than Geno Smith. We know that.
yeah, maybe.
So,
Geno Smith, man. Geno Smith had a good year like last year, but
same thing.
he's had a good
Geno's
man.
booty.
I don't know, man.
I might take Geno over Kirk, honestly. But for tomorrow though, we got Cowboys at the Lions, Thursday night football. TBD, but as of now, Ma St. Brown didn't play, didn't practice. Homie got rolled up on in like I think the first quarter
Own
last week.
teammate. His own teammate.
It's crazy. It's always been
Doesn't
sketch
work.
blocking as a receiver. What y'all leaning on that
So
one?
go ahead, because Jet Greasy lead it off.
Oh man, cause you know how much I hate the Cowboys, man. But honestly, the Cowboys are playing nice right now, so that I can't hate on. But Detroit at home, fighting for their playoff lives, cover the spread and take money line on that. I like the spread and money line.
Really? You like
Spread's
the
free on that.
Are they fighting for their playoff lives though? Really?
They're not fight. I wouldn't say fighting, but they are in. Hold on, let me just take a look.
Somewhat fighting, because if the Cowboys win, they're fighting. The
They're
NFC
fighting. If the
wild card will
Cowboys
be
win
rough.
7-6,
Yeah.
the wild card is super tight right now. Right?
If you're going straight up, man, I'm just gonna go with Dallas for sure, man. Let's just be honest here. Jack's on that MVP run.
Let's go. That's the shit I'm on, bro. I like Dallas. I like Dallas here.
I like Dallas.
Guys like that. See,
Yeah.
the thing is with me, I just hate Dallas, man. Like I just hate them.
Yeah.
I'm picking against them because I don't like them. Period.
Yeah.
And-
See, that's where we might lose your bet on that one. We just don't bet
No.
on that.
No, that's where you lose your money. When you play with your
Yeah.
heart, you lose your money.
Yeah.
And you guys know this, man. Dimes, you're a gambler. You know this. That's where you lose your money when you bet with your heart.
Straight up.
You
straight
gotta
up.
bet with you. You can't bet against the teams. You can't bet for the teams that you love, and don't get bet against the teams that you hate because they're both gonna turn on you.
That's
So what
fucking
did you say, Mr. Greasy? So you're saying you on your end, you just wouldn't
This
touch
is
it.
going on your record, bruh. This is going on the record.
Yeah, that's right.
If we're
Episode
going on
one.
a record,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride that. I'm gonna ride Detroit on this. If we're going on a record, fighting for the lives. Remember, they're below San Francisco right now. San Francisco's 9-4. Detroit 7-5. Or 8-5. Sorry, Detroit 8-5. They need this win, man. If they want to keep their playoff lives alive, this is it for them. Coming from NFC Championship game last year, they had to make the playoffs at the very least. But like I said, that coach Ben Johnson leaving them really hurt, and you can see it on the field.
Yep.
And a little bit of a slide
Campbell's-
too.
And Camp. Sorry.
They're in a little bit of a slide. Last week they got clapped by
They
Green
are.
Bay on their home field. The week before that, everyone was like,
On the
"Oh,
field on Thanksgiving.
exactly." And the week before last week when they got clapped, I feel like a lot of people thought that was going to be a bounce back game. Was not a bounce back game because the week before, who did Detroit play? They lost to who they play the week
Last
before?
week was Hold on, let me see. Last week we're talking about week 12.
Would have been week 12.
Yeah. Detroit lost to the Green Bay Packers for sure.
No. That
Oh,
was
week
Thanksgiving
12.
though. The week before that.
That was when they beat New York, the Giants. They
That's
beat
right.
the Giants week 12, but that was in overtime, and that's the Giants.
There
too.
you go. That's what I'm
The
talking
Giants are
about.
trash.
Yeah.
Giants are trash.
Giants are fucking trash. I thought they were gonna have a chance against New England. New England might be a fucking problem too.
Drake May. Remember we were talking about Drake May in the offseason. When we were playing video games, when we were playing COD in the summertime, we were talking about Drake May, man.
Yeah, the dude's nice.
Playoffs is a whole different. Let's be honest here. Playoffs is a whole different scenario.
That's facts,
Hey,
it is.
let the Cowboys let any of these teams get in there in the AFC. KC, Buffalo. It doesn't matter. They're not going to win it. It's a different. It's a different beast.
I would love to see KC miss the playoffs.
But back on the Detroit and
Dallas game.
Detroit and Dallas game, they're both fighting for their lives. So we'll see. 6-5, 7-5, right? Or one's like 6 and what's Dallas? 6-5? Yeah, 6-5-1.
6-6. I think 6-5-1. They got that tie at the beginning.
Yep, and
that tie might end up helping them.
So 7-5. So that's wild card right there. None of them are leading their division. That's wild card. That's a wild card battle right there. Yeah. And then one will get the edge right because of the victory over them. So it's gonna be a game. But I think Dallas just got way more boys on that receiving end too. Woof. Who's gonna guard either of them? You can't double team those dudes. Those dudes are monsters.
He's playing
CDM again. Some dudes are monsters. He is. So
and then you got to factor in Laporta.
Laporta's out.
Laporta not being there.
Laporta's out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to factor in Laporta not being there.
Browns out. Their defense is out. That team has just been sliding right now. Like they're sliding. Unfortunately, yeah. I like Detroit actually.
Unfortunately,
but
it's not as good as they were last year.
Yeah.
That's a sad reality of what it is.
All right, so Jetta, you got Detroit. Jetta, you got Detroit. Are you taking to win? Do you also think they cover the spread or not? The spread, I think I wasn't going to look at it.
If they do win, I think if they do win, the game's going to be like a 28-24 game. So they will cover that 3-point spread if they win.
Okay. So you're on record with that.
Nothing more. I don't think it'll be more than 4-point game, though.
All right.
For Detroit.
Enjoy.
It's going to be a squeeze.
What's the spread? Plus 3?
It's 3.
-3. -3 for Detroit. They're giving Detroit the points because they're home, man.
That's it.
Yeah, honestly, with this one, I think it'll be close too. So whoever wins is by a field goal. I think so by a field goal. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to go off too. Dallas defense has actually been stepping it up, but I think Jahmyr Gibbs he'll get his. He had a slow week last week. He's going to go off this week for sure.
So you taking Dallas +3 or Lions -3?
I would take Dallas +3.
For sure. I'm on the same page as you, bro. So y'all are thinking what's gonna happen. I'm about to tell y'all what's gonna happen here. All right. So Detroit is on
dimes.
Yeah. So Detroit is on the slide right now. Uh-huh. They got exposed in Kansas City. This is weeks back. They got exposed. And then 2 weeks ago, they're at home versus the Giants, who Giants are kind of nasty. A couple calls went against them last week, like that touchdown I posted. Ridiculous.
We're
past that though. But outside of that, their defense is sus. Outside of Hutchinson on the defensive line, kind of getting after the quarterback. But guess what? Dak can throw quick, hot routes. Blitz coming, he can identify, get the rock off. That easy.
They got a running game.
And they got everything. For sure. And then the only thing that Dallas was missing, in my opinion, was a defense. And then they get, Quincy Williams from the Jets. They brought in another linebacker. It's like they got their secondary back and healthy again. I think the last couple of weeks we saw that, it's really big to have 3 phases of fucking football. Like, at all levels. Offense, defense, special teams. Special teams with Turpin, they're nice. With Turpin, they're nice. They got the best kicker all time. So special teams, they got the edge. In offense, in my opinion, right now, current state, because Detroit offense without Laporta, it is already hurt. And then you miss your number 1 receiver in St. Brown. That's an issue. Jameson Williams, stud, killer. But you can't win with one killer.
Yes.
So for me,
Cowboys, now with J-Mo, man.
Yeah. He can't hold up the whole squad. And Jared Goff, gets rattled under pressure, bro. So this is what's gonna happen. Cowboys are not only gonna cover the 3; these motherfuckers winning outright. Road dogs covering the 3, winning outright, at least by more than a touchdown. So if you're taking Detroit -3,
more than a touchdown,
you may not even be safe in a teaser. That's what's gonna happen. I'm nuts on that. That's what I think. All right, so we're good there. So Jetta, you got Detroit -3, and then Jordan, sounds like kind of wish-washy, but you're taking Dallas +3. I got Dallas +3 for show. That might be better the fucking week.
But let's continue on that.
All right. So next game though, let's move to Sunday. So then you got a 1:00 kickoff Eastern time. You got Seattle at Falcons, and I'll just throw this out here. I don't think Sam Darnold, like, he went in the medical tent, I guess, a couple times this last weekend. Granted, Vikings with Max Brosmer, whatever the fuck that dude's name was, dude's trash. Drafted rookie, but
Vikings have a sleepy defense for sure.
They do. So,
they're not.
All right. So what y'all think?
Sure.
I wasted my first round pick in fantasy on Jefferson, thinking that McCarthy was gonna do something this year, but that's what happens. That's what happens. But yeah. So Seattle and Falcons.
In Atlanta.
Seattle favored -7 on the road. Falcons. Kirk Cousins, still trying his hardest to remain relevant in the league. Bijan Robinson had himself a game last week. What's you guys' prediction on this? Dimes, your call first half, or you want us to go on this? And also remember, JSN.
Yeah, you let me know. I already got it. I already know.
Yeah.
This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, no. Yeah, for real. Especially because Drake London. I let y'all know the whole time that I do not fuck with Kirk O'Chains. Dude's trash. And then on top of that, their number one receiver.
I like Kirk O'Chains when he was with Vikings. I like Kirk O'Chains.
Yeah, he's just unhappy. But it was another topic.
Motherfucker ain't on the Vikings anymore. Dude's trash. Dude's washed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, back then he was nice. Bijan is a beast. Their defense plays different at home. I feel like Atlanta has always been the team who plays better at home. So for that,
they've never been a road. They've always been a good home team. That I would say.
Yeah, that's facts. But
that goes back to years. That goes back to seasons ago.
Yeah, but still, with that said, I think this is a spot where Falcons get beat. However, I will say this: I'm a little hesitant to take the Seattle Seahawks in a blowout, because a lot of times after a massive blowout game, it's kind of a comeback down to earth moment for teams. However, Seattle, talk about all 3 phases, they got all of it. Defense is filthy, offense can move the ball. But in the event that Darnold gets a little bit of pressure, like Divine Diablo for Atlanta, linebacker, who's back healthy, I think it's a little bit closer than people think. So what is the spread? We said 7 on this.
Seattle is about to terrorize Atlanta. Your guy Kirko, the one you just been bashing, is about to be running all over the field. Seattle defense is ridiculous. That defense is crazy good right now. They're top. They're like up there with Houston, Broncos. Come on, bro. Like, that's not even a question. If you're talking about this guy this bad, him being at home is not going to do anything.
Peep this. So
what the hell?
I like Seattle at -7. If it went to 7.5, I may fuck with Atlanta by +7.5. But at 7 or less points, I would do that Seattle. Worst case scenario, I think it pushes. But you start getting to 7.5 and 8, 9, it's like, dog, I don't fuck with Atlanta, but at home, they could cover a touchdown, So at 7, I like Seattle.
They can put some points up.
That's how I feel.
This is the same guy that thought, Tennessee can cover the Jaguars because Tennessee's at home.
I was wrong. That was one of my predictions.
I'm just saying, that theory does not work no more, bro. We got to go with the best team possible, in my opinion. Seattle can give them work.
That's facts, especially now in the season. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was gonna work.
Big bounce back game for JSN. He's chasing those 2,000 yards, man. He's chasing those 2,000 yards. So I see him being big. At least 120, maybe 2 tutties, 1 tutty for sure. So I do see JSN going to work this weekend, or going to work on Sunday. But
I'm telling you,
I agree with that though. To cover the 7 looks good, but anything above and beyond, it does get a little shaky when it starts touching the 7.5s and 8.5s. But I do like Seattle to win. To cover, It's gonna be a little tight because I do agree that Atlanta at home plays a little bit better, even with Kirk Cobain, man. I like Kirk. I don't. I know you guys hate Kirk. Oh, you guys hate on him,
I
but
don't hate him. This
hey,
guy
at
does right
home,
here.
at
Tim
home,
Kirk is the
give him a
quarterback
little bit
still.
of a chance, man. Give him a little bit of chance.
All right,
Prove
I'm
himself
noting
for a
this down
contract
too.
next year, man.
Yeah,
Bring
at least
him,
back.
bring him back to the Vikes.
Oof.
That'd be solid actually. Yeah, would it
Bring
be
him back to
bad?
the Vikes, man. They need either that or
Justin
lose
Jefferson was
Jefferson.
going off with him. You just throw it in that vicinity, he's gonna get it.
All right, so this
Either
next
that,
game.
man.
So just to reiterate on that. So Jetta, you got -7. You're with me on that. And what about you, Jordan?
I'm with you on -7. I'm with you on -7.
You sounds like you were heavy Seattle too. So you're -7 Seattle. We're all in
I think
alignment.
Seattle's gonna give them work.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
see. This is like one of the things
Jordan-
where we all align as a lock, or it's like classic TV. We all align as fucking wrong. I think it's the first one. So the next game, though,
Yeah.
I think one of the dopest games of the weekend. We got Bengals, a healthy Bengals team. We got Joey B
My guy.
back. I think I'm a peep right now, but I think T Higgins might be not concussed anymore. So I'm a peep that right now. But
That's it. Yeah.
limited in practice.
Yeah, honestly. With those two back, that team is just
questionable
filthy.
right now. He's still questionable.
Yeah.
But
It's
good
filthy.
sign that
And
he's in practice.
one thing I would say, so I'm gonna start by saying, remember last year when Joey B went out and they were fighting for the playoffs last when he came back, they went straight to the end of the season, but ended up losing that. No, they didn't lose the last game. I can't remember who won the last game to take that last playoff spot from Cincinnati. I don't know if you guys remember, but I feel like the Bengals are gonna go on that same sort of run with their weak division. Because right now, Baltimore is what's Baltimore right now? 7-6? No, 6 and
Baltimore just lost last week,
Baltimore
right?
6-6.
Baltimore just lost. So I believe they actually are below 500.
Yeah, no, they're 500. They're 6-6 right now.
Oh, sorry, they're 500. Sorry, yes,
Yeah.
they are 6-6. So I do like the Bengals to win this game outright.
Outright in Buffalo.
Outright in Buffalo.
Oof.
Buffalo is shaky. Buffalo has been playing shaky. They played better last week, but
We might get Kincaid back too. I don't know. I think Kincaid might be back this week. Yeah, check that out. That dude's a factor.
I'll peek right now if Kincaid's back. That is a factor for sure because Dawson Knox, not really that dude. Not really that dude for sure.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
But Kincaid's that receiver they need, like a
and
Kelsey
my
for them.
guy, what's his name? My guy who was scratched for the last 2 games and came back last week and got a tutty.
Keon Coleman. Trash.
Yeah, he's playing with a vengeance too. This guy hates Keon. I like Keon.
Yeah, he was trash.
Keon's a good guy, but
Keon Coleman needs another year to go off, I think. He'll go off next year. Yeah.
That homie
for me
needs
to
another
revert
hand
back
to
to what I
go
said.
off.
To revert back to what I said, okay, for this game, as a betting man, I would probably likely play the spread instead of the money line on this. Because I know I just said I like the Bengals to win, but I do like the Bengals to cover. But to win, that would be something that I'd be hard pressed on. That might be a live bet wager for me if I were to bet on that game. But to cover the spread at 5.5, what are you guys' thoughts on that?
You go ahead, Jay.
5.5. Who has to cover it?
Bengals.
So Buffalo got to win by say 6. Buffalo got to win by 6 to cover that spread.
Yeah, I take the Bengals. Buffalo. I think Buffalo beats them by like a field goal as well. To be honest, I don't think Buffalo blows them. I think the Bengals they just got too much firepower, and then the Buffalo defense is hurt right now too. So, or they're just not doing well.
Second game back. You know what I'm saying? Joey B, second game back, fighting for their lives, like literally lives, not even playoff lives, just lives in general. You know what I mean? Another wasted season in Cincinnati.
Yep, he has a second turn at it too. He had to get off the rust a little bit first game.
Yeah.
The second game should be a little bit more crisp.
I see a little bit more production from Joey B.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that one.
I see a little bit more production from Joey B.
Damn.
And I do expect Chase to go ham this game, man. I do expect
Question though. Is it the weather? We gotta take the weather into effect now. Where are they? Cincinnati in the snow.
Well,
it don't matter because since he's in the snow too. Since he Northeast Ohio, they get the snow too. So I'm not way too worried about the weather.
Yeah,
weather won't play a factor too much in that game. They're both from cold weather cities. I'm not too worried about the weather.
They're both know how to handle it for sure. Yeah, for sure. I agree.
They both know how to handle it. That's.
I was just thinking like more like if it's like OD, like it's just crazy snow. No matter what weather you're playing. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. Yeah, I don't know what the weather's like out there.
I'm not too sure what the weather's gonna be like, but if we're factoring the weather, and we're talking whiteout.
Should be fine. 30 degrees.
Over under on that game. Right? Exactly. If we're talking whiteout snow, over under is what I would play with. But if we're talking about spread, 53.5. Oh shoot! In a whiteout game, I'm going under on that. But
a lot of
on a clear sky, just
seriously.
On a whiteout game, 53.5. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But high-powered offense, man. Like I said, Joy B, second game back. Josh Allen, MVP last year. He's putting up points. Those two love to. It's gonna be one of those gunslinging games, man.
I think it's gonna be a gunsling. They're both gonna be going at it, yeah, for sure.
If there's no snow, and it's just cold, we're talking a gunslinging.
I think it's to the wire. That's what I'm saying. If Buffalo has to cover 5, why wouldn't you go Bengals? Because Bengals are gonna be in it the whole way. It's not gonna be by a touchdown, that's for sure.
What's your thoughts on that, Dime?
Oh man, so I do not fully trust Buffalo. Facts. I don't fully trust Buffalo.
We did discuss this over the game. We did discuss this when we were playing. We did discuss this.
Yeah. Now, what gives me a little bit of hesitancy with Cincy is their defense has been playing better, and that was their Achilles heel. They have been playing better. But then I look at last game. Why did Cincy struggle to get in the end zone? You know, they're in the red zone 3 times. They settled for 3 field goals in the first half. You know, ended up being 4 field goals because of a fluke fumble by Lamar in the last couple seconds. But
let me just answer that real quick. If you were out 5-6 games, and this is your first game back, I mean, there's your answer. But go ahead.
There you go. So that's like the second part of the thought. Is it because their offense needs more time? And then the next question is, does more time mean 5 fucking days? And then now they're boom back to normal after 1 game and 4 practices? I don't know, bro. And here's the thing, though. It's like Josh Allen and Joey B, they got mad respect for each other. Some of the best quarterbacks in the league. So you know it's competitive. They want to beat the shit out of each other. Josh Allen is going to score. There's no doubt about that. You know?
Yeah.
Because the reason why they didn't score, the reason they didn't score in Houston, because A, the game was fixed probably, and B, like Houston defense line was getting after him, bro. You know, and since he ain't doing that.
Like 1-2 right now.
One defense in the league.
Well, what I'm saying is this though, since he ain't gonna do that, you know, so he's gonna have time. He's gonna put up points. So then can Cincy match as many points? 5.5. Fucking hell. It's gonna be close, bro. It's gonna be a close game. Yeah. I mean, I like Bengals. I love Bengals +7, but +5.5. Yep. Ooh, I don't know. I'm rocking Bills on.
Hey man, you got it.
I'm going
Bills. You gotta go with that gut.
Oh, everybody's veteran, so you guys make you home.
In the beginning of the week, I was really leaning Cincy. I thought I saw +7, but now it's down to 5.5. I like Bills -5.5. Something about my gut tells me that. My emotion. I fuck with Joey B and Cincy. I think Buffalo is frauds, and they've cooked me before, so I don't really like them. But the gut says Buffalo, so I'm rocking with Buffalo -5.5 on this one.
Gotta go with your gut, man. I can't blame you on that.
Yep. All right, next one.
Buffalo does.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I was gonna say Buffalo does still have to prove themselves. So.
Yeah, and James
they still gotta prove themselves.
JB.
They were supposed to be a legit Super Bowl contender, right? So let's see them prove themselves.
Yeah, and then so this next one here, we got Titans at Browns. This is what I like to call, I'd rather do nothing than watch this fucking game. So we can make this one quick. So what do y'all got? Yeah, Titans, the 1-11 Titans who are dog water. Us three, we could start in this game. You know what I'm saying? So we got Titans Browns.
Terrible.
Okay, so all right, I'm gonna say this first. The Shador Cam Ward matchup, that's gonna be a big deal. Shador's out there to prove himself. Definitely. Remember, they worked out together in the summer.
I think they're cousins.
They worked out together in the summer.
Yeah.
Are they cousins?
Yeah, pretty sure they're cousins.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. But whether they're cousins or not, Shador's out there to prove himself. Remember all the shit that he was talking when they were doing the pre-draft workouts together?
Yeah.
Out in Dallas or out wherever Prime lives?
Yeah.
Right? Like he's got a lot to prove, and a lot of people were saying Cam Ward kept it really humble during those training sessions, and it was Shador who was really, really out there doing his talk. So yeah, I think Shador's gonna be out there to prove that he was worthy of that number one pick. That's gonna be a factor in the game. So he's gonna try to show it as much. But with this, Cam Ward, like I know Tennessee is ass. I think Cam Ward needs to bring it and show up. But I'm not gonna go first on this one. I want your guys' take on this first. Because what are they, like 1 in 80 or some shit? I don't know.
Both are
like 1 in 90.
Both are hot Garbaggio. But if you just want to make it quick, you're just gonna go who has the best defense, and that's the Browns. So the Browns are gonna win it. The facts. Garrett's gonna get like 5 sacks. It's a wrap. Like ended right there. Cam Ward will probably just get sacked 3 times a quarter. I don't know, but it's gonna be crazy. So Browns will win just by 7 points maybe, because Cam Ward won't score. So it's gonna be. I just think it's just with these type of games, you guys got to go who has the best defense. If they both had good defenses, then you would assume like maybe it'd be close. But if one has good defense, it's a wrap. I mean, just go with the Browns if you want to make it quick. Yeah, Greasy, your camera's a little fuzzy.
Is it? Hold on.
Yeah, but all right, I'm with you on this one, Jay. So I think it's low scoring. I think this is a field position game. This is one where the defenses just pin them down, and it's all about who can get 1, maybe 2 first downs and just pin the other team. And then guess what happens? The other team ain't doing shit. So what happens is short field goal. This is like a field goal fest. And by fest, I mean there's maybe 6 points total in this fucking game.
Yeah, look, that's a 7. One scores a touchdown.
Bro, this might be a 6-0 type game. I like the Browns to cover 5. What's the spread on it? 4.5. Give me the fucking
Shador some plays a little bit more though. I give Shador like he throws 1 touchdown and they run a touchdown in with that boy Jenkins. He's nasty. So I said
Jenkins is nasty.
14-3.
I like Browns to cover 4.5 for sure. That's my pick.
Yeah,
absolutely,
for sure.
Okay.
What you got, Jet?
I don't know about covering, but I do like Browns to win. Yeah, I don't know about covering. I don't know about covering.
All right, so you got.
That'll be my take on that.
You got Titans.
I got Browns on the W.
Okay.
But Titans on the spread.
Okay, cool. Next is Commanders at Vikings. Commanders didn't look too bad against Denver. Yeesh. Commanders did not look bad against Denver the other night, but Commanders at Vikings.
The Raiders didn't either, but they're bad. So
yeah, that's true. That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah. So Denver just plays to sometimes the team level, but Denver's defense is nasty.
Yeah,
Denver's defense is nasty. My guy Bo Nix.
This is one where I think a lot of people see how Washington played last week against a super good defense against Denver, and then they're like, oh my God, the Vikings just got smacked, but Vikings are a different team at home too. Their defense can step up at home, and I don't know if Mason is going to be taking the rock this week just because our boy Aaron Jones, I think he got hurt last game. So either way, I think Jordan Mason's better than Aaron Jones personally. And so J.J. McCarthy, Max Brosmer, fucking Jay Just Go at quarterback. I think Vikings take this. I like Vikings at home to win. I didn't look at the spread, but if I were to guess, I'll let y'all know what the spread is here in a minute. If I were to guess, Vikings will cover 6.5. I think the Vikings could win by a touchdown. I think maybe it's a little close early, but Vikings locked down, bro. I think they'll win by a tutty.
And you said Vikings will win?
Minus 2.5. They'll win by a field goal, bro. I like that. I think the public is going to be all over Commanders. I like Vikings to cover the spread, minus 2.5.
Yeah, I like that. Considering what happened to the Vikings, do you expect some sort of a bounce back? I do expect some sort of bounce back from them this week coming this week. Just I don't expect JJ to have another 10-yard game, or Jefferson. I don't expect him to have another 10-yard game. So I expect a little bit of bounce back from him. I do see him going into the end zone. Commanders on the road without Jaden Daniels gonna be kind of shaky.
Oh,
I like your call on that touchdown to win.
Bro, you know what's crazy actually is Jaden Daniels. I thought this dude was out for a season. I think he was like in a limited capacity practicing last week. So, and now he's listed as limited participant in Wednesday's practice because he dislocated his non-throwing elbow. You know, y'all saw that nasty ass play a while ago. You think they're gonna put him in though? 3-9?
No.
I mean, here's the thing. Even when he wasn't hurt, he wasn't. He kind of had a little bit of a slight slump this year. He's still good. Don't get me wrong. He had a slight slump. He got hurt in the process. Nothing changed. So if they do bring him back, he's not going to come back and just start slaying the ball and have a different season after injury. So I say they rest him and just continue with Mariota, and Mariota can get you a game.
To be honest,
and I think won't move the ball at all. So I'm going to go Washington, to be honest.
Yeah.
Washington to win.
Washington win.
Okay.
Right, man.
McLaurin's back too. McLaurin's about to show up and play like he did last week. That boy's back.
Damn. All right. You make me second guess myself on this one. I'm sticking to my guns though. All right. So me and Jet are on the Vikings at home.
I'm alright. I like the Vikings at home.
All right, Jay, you got Commanders plus 2.5. Respect. All right, Dolphins at Jets right here. Jay, who you got?
Sorry, Dolphins at Jets?
Dolphins at Jets.
Dolphins at Jets. Jets won last week, didn't they?
Jets won last week.
Did.
They upset Atlanta.
They did win last week.
That was one of my call-outs, yeah.
They upset. Yeah, they did upset.
That was one of your call-outs, sir.
Dolphins on the road. Coach, what's your coach's name? The Playboy coach? The man who dresses all like that's not McCarthy.
McDaniels,
yes. McDaniels on the sideline, fighting for his job. Right? You guys agree? Fighting for his job. They need to pound as many wins as they can get to save his job. But Jets at home. What is it? 2.5? 3 for the Dolphins. This one's gonna be a close one, but the Dolphins do have a good defense. They've been putting up some good fantasy points on defense for me sometimes the last couple of weeks. So they do have a good defense. And who started for QB for New York?
Tyrod Taylor last week.
It's a Tyrod Taylor, so he's gonna come back and play again this week. I'm gonna say, and it's a division game, right?
Hell yeah. Yep, definitely divisional.
Definitely a division game. So this is going to be a tight one. Man. I'm going to go on the limb. I'm going to say the Dolphins for the dub on this. I like the Dolphins to win this. And to cover that 3. I'm saying maybe, you know what? It may actually just be a 3-point game. Like a low-scoring 3-point game. Something like a 17-14 maybe. 17-14, maybe a 15-12, 4 field goals from New York type game.
Who you got, Jordan?
What do you guys think?
Just who's going to overall win, I'm going to say Miami.
Yeah?
I like A-Chain. He's nasty. He just goes off. It's hard to stop him, and then miraculously, that boy is coming. What's his name? The receiver. Just blanked out. From Miami, their only receiver. Waller's
back too, by the way, boys.
Waller's back, and then the
Waller's trash. No, I know who you're talking about.
Jalen
Waddle. There you go. Waddle. I could blanked out.
Jalen Waddle is very. Jalen Waddle. I don't know.
He came back this year with a vengeance. He has a slow year, honestly. 2 slow years.
Again, you know what? Now that I think about it, it is going to be tough. Well, Dolphins will stop that run. Like I said, they can get after the ball. They can get after the quarterback.
Their team has actually gotten a lot better defense and offensively. So
their
Yeah.
Their defense, I like the Dolphins' defense, man. Like I said, I ride them as one of my
The
fantasy.
Jets got defense too, though. The Jets
Yeah,
defense is looking sleepy good. So
Brees Hall with the rock in his hand, he can pound that. And he's pissed, man. When they traded Sauce, he's pissed. He's been playing nice since they traded Sauce.
Yeah, I'm going against
Sauce.
you guys on this one. I'm taking Jets underdogs at home.
You like the Jets?
Yeah, plus 2.5. I not a fucking chance would I ever even place $1 on this game just because it could go either way.
No.
I think it's a shit bowl as well. It might be entertaining for about 5 minutes, but that's about it. I'll take the points at home with Jets. You know they beat it.
I'm not mad at that at all.
They beat Atlanta last week. You know that was. Atlanta, I don't like them. They're not the worst team in the league, you know, but Jets, they're like, since the trade went down, they're just playing better. And then Tyrod, they're playing better with him. You know, Glenn, their coach from Detroit, like, bro, is he on the hot seat? Is year one? I don't know, but it's like, bro, they're playing different and at home. And then Dolphins, they look good. They came out hot last week. New Orleans is the worst team in the league. The worst team in the league. And New Orleans almost came back on the Dolphins. That shit's weird to me. I like Jets. Give me Jets at home with the points. All right. So we got both y'all on the Dolphins. I'll take the Jets at home. Is that what y'all doing on that last one, right?
Yeah, I got the Dolphins.
Okay. Cool. Let's go Saints at Bucks. Worst team in the league versus getting healthier Bucks again. 7-5 Bucks. 3-2 in the division. They need to win. The Bucks need to win, and they're at home.
The Bucks need this game. The Bucks need this game.
We got Mike Evans back too?
No, Mike Evans.
Mike Evans. No, not yet. Mike Evans, not yet.
Broke his collarbone.
Baker Mayfield. What's going on with him?
He just practiced this week. He limited practice this week. He's supposed to come back this week.
No.
Yeah, check it.
Damn, that's crazy. It says, maybe he might. But Bucky confirmed is back. I was at the game this last week, and this dude is nice.
Godwin, they got their boys back, and Mike Evans will just complete the piece, and they'll come back firing.
Yeah. And Ekbuka has been playing kind of shitty lately, so hopefully with
it's
Evans,
it's a playoff fight run. They're a little bit. The defense is a little more tighter, because that's why.
Yeah,
so
no, it's true. And he's a rookie, right? He's hitting that rookie wall. He's not used to getting hit that hard by real men. You know what I mean?
So what y'all got? You're both leaning Bucks. Easy pick on this one, right? Bucks. Now the question is,
easy pick.
The spread is big. It's 8.5. So Bucks need to win by
8.5. 8.5. The real question here is New Orleans going to score? Is Showbo, whatever his last name is?
Tyler
Showbo, whatever.
Yeah,
Tyler Show. Is he going to pass the rock? Is he going to be able to throw the ball on that defense? I highly doubt they're going to do exactly. I highly doubt anything's going to happen there. I'm a New Orleans fan. It's been one of my teams since I was younger, but same time they suck right now, and I'm not like I said. I'm not going with my heart on that. So I do like the Bucks. I do like the Bucks to tear them up. Pause.
Well, it's true. I mean, it's like a no-brainer. We can go by this real fast. The Bucks.
Yeah, we should go by that. Yeah, the Bucks.
I'm with that too. Bucks 8.5. This shit could be 18.5, and I'm taking Bucks on this. I had my very hard-earned money on New Orleans a couple weeks ago, and these boys got clapped. These dudes suck. For real, they suck.
No, I could never bet on them. The only thing I could bet on there is maybe like a touchdown, 4 receptions, and 60 yards for Olave.
You know what I took? It was ironically, it was versus the Bucks. It was New Orleans at home. This was a couple weeks ago. It was like New Orleans in a teaser getting 20. I didn't take them straight up. I took them like getting 20. These boys at home will kind of show up, put up a fight. No fight, laid down, dead fish. They're cooked. I like Bucks.
No fight.
Yeah. All right, next one. Let's fire through a couple of the rest of these. So we got Colts at Jaguars, divisional game. Jags kind of on a tear. Colts started hot. People talking about, damn, Daniel Jones MVP, Super Bowl run.
Daniel Jones.
I don't know. Danny Dimes, more like Danny Pesos, back at it. But who knows? Maybe
he's back to his New York Giants days.
Pesos.
Yeah. So who y'all got on this one? Jags at home. Colts visiting Jaguars.
Jags at home. Unless if JT puts on one of those JT shows where he's dropping 3 touchdowns in a game, which is likely, but Jags at home, I'm gonna go with Jags, considering they've been playing amazing lately. And Trevor Lawrence, pretty boy Trevor Lawrence, pretty boy Trevor Lawrence,
turnover machine. Okay, so I'll rock with this one right here. So I gotta go Colts, man. I'm still in Survivor, massive Survivor league. Now in Survivor, I don't take.
Oh, you're still in that, huh?
Yeah,
Not done.
I'm still in that. From 3,000, we're down to under 200 now. So it's like got a couple picks left, big pot. Now in my Survivor, would I pick Colts away? No. So maybe I shouldn't bet that either, just because weird shit happens. That's why I didn't hate Titans at home last week, because road divisional games are weird. It's just like you can lose to anyone, especially in division, even if it's the worst team. Jaguars are good. They turn the ball over though. Colts, I feel like this is like a put up or shut up type game for them. They have to win this game. This is backs against the wall. Daniel Jones now has a couple weeks kind of playing with a fucked up fibula. Since I was at the Bucs game, I didn't get a chance to watch the Houston and Colts game, but I heard the refs kind of fucked that game up, you know? So I like Colts here, man. I think Trevor Lawrence turns the ball over a couple times, even if it's one time. That's going to be one time too many. JT has his way on the ground. Daniel Jones completes a couple big passes, gets it done. Colts win, could be by field goal or more. The spread is only 1.5. I'll take that. I like the Colts here.
This is like a pick'em game. Okay? I respect that.
Jordan, who you got?
It's tough for me, but if I had to choose, I'm gonna have to go with the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence has more weapons. I think Jacoby Myers is starting to come on, and he's starting to look real good out there. So he's getting to his regular form. Brees Hall and Tootin. I mean, not Brees Hall, Tootin and Etienne. They do their thing. I think it's just going to be a sloppy game all around. I think honestly, I think it's going to be a close game because both teams have a decent defense and both quarterbacks is shaky when there's pressure. So I think it's going to be a close game regardless. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Before we move on, I will say I do like Indy's defense a lot better than I do like Jacksonville's defense, and that's why I like. It's a pick'em game for me, man. I'm going Jags at home, but I would not. I would tail if I was a follower of Dimes Discord Dimes and stuff. I would tail Dimes on that one for sure. Yeah, that's not a bad play. That's not a bad call at all. Bad call at all.
I think Parker Washington is a big piece of Jacksonville, and dude is still out. You know, dude's a beast, and he's their returner. So Brenton Strange, the tight end though for Jags, who started getting off earlier in the year.
He's starting to come along.
He's back, yeah. So he had a good week. That I would not be surprised if the Jags won, but I do think it's starting to be that back against the wall time in the season for certain teams, and I think the Colts are starting to, out of nowhere, they go from one of the best teams to back is starting to be against the wall. So I'll take Colts for that reason. Next, we got always a physical matchup: Steelers at Ravens.
Steelers at Ravens. That's all. It's always a good. That's always.
That one's always going to be a tough game to call because you can go either way, or it's just typical, just trenches game, right? So
I won't say too much on this. But Aaron Rodgers did just host a team at his house for like a little players only get together, I believe it was, sometime in the last couple of days. So they are trying to build camaraderie over there because they are trying to get to the playoffs. So I know they did that. He had a little dinner or something at his crib for all the teammates. So they are trying to build some sort of camaraderie to get going for the remainder of the season. But again, the Ravens, just like the Bengals, right? They need to win out or they're going to miss the playoffs. And with that being said, without thinking too much on it, not taking too much time, I'm going to go with the Ravens on this.
Okay. Do they cover the 6 points? It's -6, Baltimore.
-6? No. I don't know.
But you like Ravens to win?
Yeah, I like the Ravens to win. All
right, Jordan, who you got, homie?
In all honesty, I'm going to go with the Ravens, too. It's just better, more receivers, better running back. And I wouldn't say better defense, but they got their safeties are Humphrey, and if Humphrey's back this week, it'll be tough. They only have DJ Metcalf. DK, sorry. Oh, DJ. I forgot his damn name. DK. Yeah, so I'm gonna go Baltimore 2. I would say I'll go Baltimore 2 in the game.
Yeah.
King Henry. Let's go King Henry.
These games are always close. I wouldn't.
They're always close.
Yeah, I like 6.
Yeah,
I think could be too many points. So I'd be more interested in maybe teasing that down or going money line and a couple different game parlay. I like the Ravens to win as well. I don't think Steelers are that good, not at all. Next one we can real quick go through this one too. Broncos at Raiders. Who y'all got?
All right, next. Let's move on, man. The Broncos.
Broncos should clap them. That's for damn.
I wouldn't say clap them, but they'll win. It's a weird thing. Our defensive coordinator Patrick Graham knows how to scheme against the Broncos. He did it last game. That's why it was such a struggle for him because he knows how to scheme against the Broncos.
And they're
even sometimes in Chargers is a division game, so they're just not going to lay down. It'll be close.
They'll put up.
What do the Raiders have? What do the Raiders have?
Plus 7.5. So as long as they don't lose by 8 or more, you got Raiders winning.
Exactly. So
yeah, that's if you're taking the Raiders on the points there. You're gonna take Raiders on the points, guys?
Honestly, that's my team, and I'm not betting zero money on them. I'm just gonna go with the Broncos. Zero.
Like you said, let's carry on.
No.
Yeah. You think about this. So last week leading up to the game against Washington, they were saying that Sean Payton this is not a time to start losing because the first round bye is super valuable, and especially with this being a divisional game, like they're going to win. Now the question is, do they win by more than a touchdown? These divisional games are tight. And Broncos, I swear, bro, they don't blow teams out. They let them hang around. So
they just,
I wouldn't
just those teams that they just go for the dub.
Look, Broncos fans know they all say it, and they'll all agree with me on this. Is Knicks don't play until the fourth quarter with like 6 minutes left. Yeah, it's just the truth, bro. That's so close.
Yeah, but the dude is nasty. This I would by no means throw this in my bet. I'm gonna focus on a couple, and I'll give y'all my bet of the day after these next 3 picks here. But I would take Raiders plus 7.5. I think it's a 1 possession game. I don't know how. They're horrible, different level teams, but these two teams play each other close. So just for that, you give me more than a touchdown. I like that. I like plus 7.5 Raiders out.
I agree. I like Ravens. I like Raiders with the points, but Broncos should be winning this with these.
Should be winning this game. All right, next we got Bears at Packers. This is the fire game of the weekend right here.
That's gonna be a fire game to watch.
Okay. All right. Big Ben Johnson, Coach of the Year.
Oof.
Coach of the Year. But honestly, Packers are playing nice. I like Bears on that 6.5.
Oof.
I'm not calling money line on that, but I like Bears on that 6.5.
Bears have 6.5, huh?
I like Bears plus 6.5.
That's not bad at all, actually.
Plus 6.5. I do expect my guy Caleb to throw at least a couple tutties. I do like them to score. And plus your running back there was him, Monaghan? Mananga, yeah. He's
nasty.
Fuck. He ate my food last week, so I expect him to do some sort of work. But yes, I do like the Bears on the points. What's your take on this, Dimes? I see you looking smiling there. What's your take on this? We were talking about this last night.
I feel like
I like your call out.
What up?
I said I like your call last week on the Packers. I went against you, but I like your call on that last week.
Yeah. This one is like, damn, bro. I hate taking road division teams, but I just feel like they're not the line makers are leaning the wrong way on this one. I kept thinking the Bears are going to come back down to earth this week. Okay, now this week. And they just keep not coming back down to earth. There have been a couple close games, but there's something to say about a team who can pull through in a close game late. Not just once, but over and over and over again. That means you got some fucking marbles, ball in your hands. You need to drive down the field to win the game. And it's not just once. If it happens once, maybe they got lucky, but time and time and time again. And then they go into Philly, who is not as good as they were last year. Disclaimer, fuck Philly, not a big Eagles fan. But it's like they handle business in Philly. They're still a good team, you know. So I'm rocking with the Bears. If it was closer, I don't know, but 6.5, I would pay an extra.
I feel like that's like
dog. I would pay a couple extra points just to take it up to 7. They for sure ain't losing by a touchdown. I think they could win outright, but it is going to be a close game.
I was gonna say.
6.5.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say they could possibly win outright, but as far as the spread goes, I like the Bears on that 100%.
Yeah, Jordan.
Not much thinking for me on that. I like the Packers are nice too, but hey, I like the Bears on this.
And then you said the Bears have 5. What is it?
6.5.
6.5.
Yeah, I got. I'm just gonna go with the Bears. They have the number one defense for turnovers right now. They're leading the league, I think, in turnovers, defensive turnovers. So I think that between that and Swift and one guy that control the ball, Dunze's been asleep for some time now. I think it's like that little bit of that rookie hangover, like the Tampa Bay receiver.
Though. He started hot.
Huh?
He started off hot.
But the same.
Don't forget the tight end love end. The tight end love
end. Thing. They started off hot, but this time in the season where the boys come out, the veterans come out to play. You know, they've been here, then these little routes they were doing earlier doesn't work anymore. You know, they're scheming. So I think I'm gonna go with the Bears, and DJ Moore's gonna have a big game.
Ooh. I like that call, bro. That's a good call out too. At the beginning of the season, I feel like teams are starting to like, okay, how do we stop these fucking guys? And they can't get it. But we're 13, 14 weeks into the season. It's like big dogs come out. It's big dog time. Back half of the season.
Can't stop them.
Same thing to NBA too, bro. First half of the season is one thing. Post All-Star break, the dogs come out.
That's when the real players. That's when the real guys come to play.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ben Johnson, man. Ben Johnson. That's all I gotta say.
Cool. So let's go. Rams at Cardinals. Rams at Cardinals. What y'all on?
What am I on? They're not going to lose 2 games in a row. That's facts.
I hope not, man. I really do need Stafford to bounce back too for my own personal gain. So, like, yeah, I'm taking the Rams on this, and I'm also going to take them on the points. 8. They got to fight right back, but again, division game, right? Tough call, but I'm gonna go with the Rams on this one with the points on the 8 there. Kieran Williams bounce back. Stafford bounce back.
Yeah, give me the Rams on that -8. I'll take that.
Easy call.
Easy call.
All right, then our last game on Sunday, Texans at Chiefs. Oof.
Texans at Chiefs. Houston plays Chiefs really, really well. You guys know this. This is a fact. Houston's
number one defense.
I don't know what's
wow.
Number one defense. I was gonna say I don't know what Houston's been doing. They've been stunning everybody. I like Houston on the points, but I'm gonna go on the limb and say this. This might be the surprise of the week. Houston to take the game in Kansas City on Sunday night.
It's not that surprising anymore, to be honest. The Chiefs now, they're lacking a lot of games. Yeah.
And again, I'm gonna say this. I just want to see the Chiefs miss the playoffs, man. That'd just be so fun.
I think it's very highly possible this year they miss the playoffs. Yeah, it's highly possible. But if you let Mahomes in, be afraid. Be very afraid. Seriously, because he'll steal that game 1 from you for sure in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm gonna go with
Houston.
I'm gonna go KC.
Yep.
To win or points?
To win.
I'm gonna go Houston plus 3.5 on this one.
And to close it out here, solid sesh. I think this is probably one of my favorite bets of the week. I think people too high on Texans. You got the best quarterback, Mahomes, at home. That's one thing. Back against the wall. That's another thing. What is the third thing to make the probability even go up? It's going to be 22 degrees. And if 3 things weren't enough, I'll give you a 4th. Prime time fucking game. You got best quarterback, cold weather, at home, with the back against the wall. Dog, give me Mahomes -3.5. They win that game.
I don't bet him. I learned not to bet against Mahomes.
Straight
not
up.
in pressure situation. CJ Stroud is back, but CJ Stroud, another quarterback like Jaden Daniels, having a weird year where it's like they're just digressing a little bit, where they don't look good.
And then bro,
Back-
who like? Here's the thing: Houston, they got a nasty defense, but it's like, dog, they got weapons in Kansas City, weapons, and on top of that, then you look at Houston on offense. Marks, Nico Collins. That's it though. Who else? Dalton Schultz, booty, dude's trash. And then it's like, who else? You got Nico Collins.
Yeah, he's mid. He's not
And then
trash, but he's mid. He's mid.
Yeah, and then you got Jalen, right? Jalen Higgins, I think his name is, and the rookie out of Jaden Higgins. I'm sorry, the rookie out of Iowa State. Like, he's nice, but bro, give me Kansas City. And yeah, that's all the picks, boys. That's all Thursday night through Sunday.
Yep, wrap it up.
Any last words before we finish it up?
I want y'all to comment in the bottom. Who sounds wild? Who sounds like they don't know what the hell they're talking about? And drop it in the comments. Let us know something.
Straight up. Yes. And then the last thing before we log off, if y'all had one lock out of all these games, if y'all had to pick one team to win, ideally you hit it with the spread. Who's covering the spread? One team.
Win or who's covering the spread?
Cover the spread. One lock. If you had one lock to bet on.
One lock. Let me look at this.
I'm going Chicago 6.5. I'm going Chicago 6.5 on that one.
Oof, that boy's Ben Johnson all the way. Good Lord.
I just been riding them all year, yo. Like, dog, they've been money in the bank all season for me. So I'm not turning my back on my boys right now. I can't. I like them at 6.5. To win, I don't know, but to cover the spread, I'm gonna go with Chicago Bears 6.5, boys.
I like that play.
Yeah, for me, if I had one lock, and if you want me to do, I'll just say straight up because I'm not gonna mess with the spread, but straight up, Seattle. This is my lock.
Yeah, you gotta risk it. You gotta risk your whole house to win a bag of groceries if you're going straight up on Seattle. Yeah. They're about to clap them boys. But respect. 60, yeah. So who knows? Maybe you combine all of our picks, our locks here.
You said a lock. You said one lock.
Yeah.
That's my lock.
Yeah. My lock here would be the Bucks at home -8.5. I think that's lockety lock for sure.
That's a fact. Yeah. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I would say that's more of a lock than mine, to be truthful.
That shit finna happen. They're gonna blow them out by 3.
That's more than a lock than mine for sure, 100%. So I would say that's a lock too. 2 locks in my opinion. Mine's more of a longer lock. I just know they're gonna win, but yours is like for sure, like stamp it.
That one you can take the 8.5 and put your -120, 110 on that. So
stamp that.
I might take -20.5, bro. They're gonna blow them out. That's the dime ball lock of the day for sure on that.
I'll stamp that. I concur.
And with that, I'll see y'all on Call of Duty. Let's hop on this. Let's get the guns blazing.
Yes, sir.
All right, boys.
All right, my dog. Good first run. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.